We have to see what will be the consequences if about the points deduction or something even stronger than this. So the consequences will be a key point. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. And today, guys, we touch on the important story about Manchester City, the consequences and what's going to happen around the club after a statement of the Premier League. So let's jump into it together. And so guys, with an official statement, the Premier League about Manchester City was very clear, and they said Manchester City have been charged with numerous breaches of financial rules. What does it mean? That after a 4-year investigation, the Premier League understand that there were potentially, because of course we have to see how it will continue, this investigation and what they will decide at the end, but they state that Manchester City were not completely into the rules with the financial rules of the Premier League. What does it mean? It means for the salary situation, it means for the contract situations, it means for the financial fair play situation to keep an eye on, as always. So we know there are many things to discuss around this Manchester City story, and this is the statement from the Premier League, with Martin Ziegler from the Times also stating an important thing, that Manchester City will not be able to appeal by sanction to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, the one which overturned the UEFA ban for Manchester City. So this was the point, this was the key statement. For Manchester City, looks like a really difficult situation to handle. What they state from the club is that, of course, they're prepared to defend themselves in this story. They're prepared to fight to defend Manchester City reputation and Manchester City situation in general, because we have to see what will be the consequences if about the points deduction or something even stronger than this. So the consequences will be a key point. But what does it mean around Manchester City right now? Of course, internally there will be discussions about the situation, trying to find the best way to get out of this situation stated by the Premier League. But it's also important to say that it could be important to understand also what does it mean for Manchester City on the transfer market. We know that Man City in January were really quiet. They were not considering any signing. They were very clear on that in November, in December, and this was the reality. They extended the contract of Pep Guardiola in November, and this was a really important point for them to continue with the project. And so now, with this statement from the Premier League, they have to make sure that everything is fine for the present and future of the club. But also in January they were quiet because they are looking for the summer transfer window to do something important after signing Erling Haaland and Calvin Phillips in the last transfer window, also with Sergio Gomez as new left back. So Man City were busy last summer, and Man City were planning to do something important also in summer 2023. But now with this statement from the Premier League, we have to see how they will be able to manage the situation. Of course, it will take time to have a final conclusion of this story around Manchester City, so we have to see how it will develop. The club will keep working with Ferran Soriano, with Shiki Begiristain, and all the people into the board on the transfer market. For example, they want Jude Bellingham. Man City are in the race for Jude Bellingham together with Liverpool, leading the race, and Real Madrid also interested. So for Jude Bellingham, this is an important point, but also a new fullback. A mission for Man City in the summer is to go for a new fullback and also to clarify the midfielders' situation. So Man City are busy with many things in this moment, as they want to plan, as they always do, for the summer transfer window, not arriving to the final days to do something, but to make sure everything will be completed in June and in July. So this is a crucial moment for Manchester City, but this Premier League statement will have, of course, consequences on the timing. So let's see how Manchester City will handle that. Also on the player side, how they will react to this statement. At the moment, I told her into the dressing room, Pep Guardiola is taking care of everything. He told the squad to remain focused on the current season, focused on the second part of the season, because for the Champions League, of course, is going to be super important and not just for the Premier League. So for Man City, it's not an easy moment, but at the same time, they are focused on this second part of the season, waiting to defend themselves on this story. But for sure, this is a big news around English football and around Manchester City. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on this City story here in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell. As always guys, subscribe to the channel to have more updates. Let me know your opinion here, as always. See you soon with Fabrizio.